Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. And this is going to be a what a day post. I actually was supposed to put it up yesterday, but I have been sleeping like I'm pregnant yet again. I ain't getting nothing really done. It's crazy. Like I could have had every single thing that I've been trying to get done for the last I don't know how long done. But it's okay. I'm gonna get around to it and I'm not gonna stress it. It's happening slowly but surely. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into what's going on because I'm trying to be before you very long. I already was about to drag it out, so I'm going back now. That's why the table is shaking and everything's shaking with me trying to do that. Okay, so y'all know my last day of work until they actually implement our new schedule. My last day of work this week was Tuesday, so I went to work, came home, mind my business, had a great day. Had a great day. The whole week actually went by well. Really great for me. Um, And I'm like, cool. So remember, I ended up doing a video where I was talking to y'all about a friend that I had who he been trying to come at me sideways, and you can tell it's him deflecting and in his feelings because I won't meet up with him. I won't give him any money. I'm not going to go and buy you no food. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not supporting anything that you got going on because I'm tired of doing and doing and doing. And you are literally just taking advantage of me. And since I peeped that and I don't want to be a part of it anymore, now you mad. So anyway, let me tell y'all what he's been saying to me. So he reached out to me on Tuesday and let me go back to Tuesday because I ain't want to say. I mean, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna argue with you. We ain't got nothing to talk about. And like he really tried to come for me. So whenever he get in his feelings and he thinks that there are other men or there is another man in the picture, he'll be like, "Oh, you got your other hoes and all this stuff." I'm like, "What are you talking? That's what be killing. That's why I can't do. This is why I cannot be with nobody because all these dudes always think that I got something going on. I be going to work and coming home. Ain't nobody over here. If I'm doing anything, I have no problem telling y'all, oh, I went out on a date, or oh, I had this person over with watching movies, whatever was going on. I have no problem telling you A to Z what has happened, what's been going on, and all of that. They always want to jump the gun and think that somebody in my bed, in between my thighs and butt cheeks. I just be like, why? Anyway, so yeah, he was like, before I get all the way into this time, he really was like, I appreciated you for you shaking my head. I just had to focus on my daughter and that situation. And so I was like, nah, it's the last for me. And that's one of the many things I decided not to bring up because, for one, I shouldn't have to. I had to find out randomly about it. And we clearly aren't friends for me to have to find out like a random person on the street. But I take it for what it is. So he was like, nobody knew. And I didn't even know she was mine because he basically was saying that the mama was lying and said it wasn't his. And so he was like, I don't have to lie, but okay. And then he gonna come back behind that, tell us, I'll leave you alone. I was like, yeah, okay, LOL. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to certain people, I'll throw the LOLs and stuff up in there. It just depends on what's going on. So I was like, yeah, okay, LOL. You are hilarious. You've known for quite some time. That's literally your twin. So there was no reason to doubt it after she came out. Always running from stuff instead of talking. That's always the issue I have with you. It's always simple, but you turn it into a difficult situation for no reason. And then I said, you are grown, so that's cool. When he said, I'll leave you alone. So I came back with that message. So he was like, no, she told me she was not mine at the beginning, but you wouldn't know. Then he gonna come behind that and say, it's cool, not trying to be someone's negative vibe. And so I put like a little laughing emoji up there and I said, yeah, typical response. Instead of being grown about it, good day. So then he gonna say my response, and then he gonna say, yeah, 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 G for gangster. And he puts a lowercase g on purpose trying to play me. So then I was like, yep, ignore it all and it will go away. But it never does. You never want to face reality for some unknown reason. And so he was like, what are you talking about? I always face it. So I was like nothing and laughed. And then I was like, okay. He was like you know. And I was like, yep, exactly. He was like, you don't. I said, whatever you say, because I'm not going to argue with you. So then he came back and was like, yep. And so I was like, okay, you gonna come out of nowhere. I got like 2-3 more hours left before it's time for me to try to go to sleep. You want to come at me sideways? Okay, I got time today. So I said, yeah, keep lying to yourself and let me know when you want to have a real conversation. The subliminals are a waste, especially when they do not and never will apply to me. So he was like, I went down too fast. Wait a minute. So he was like, I'm not being subliminal. I was like, yeah, okay. Ashe. And so he didn't say nothing back. He finally said, Lordy. And I'm like, I'm not responding. Like, boy. So I didn't say nothing since then. So then he gonna message me Tuesday and said, good morning. No, he sent something Thursday, which is, what's today? Was this last week? That's the thing. Last week, he sent me something talking about some sending positive vibes. You don't have to send them back. I said, good morning. I always send them out on a daily basis without having to say a word. He gonna say good. And I was like, I'm not responding to you. I said what I said. And you are trying to imply something that's not happening. So don't even try to comfort me. I'm not responding. I'm not dignifying anything that you're saying in this moment with a response. So anyway, so then Tuesday, out of nowhere, since last Thursday, then he gonna say something because I'm saying to myself, I'm being serious. Whenever you decide that you want to grow up and have a conversation, then you want to really talk about what's really going on, then we can talk. Because at this point, there is no real friendship. Because you're not finna come at me sideways and try to throw these subliminals out there talking about some having fake friends and all this stuff. You ain't talking about me because I ain't never been a fake friend to nobody. That's what we not finna do. That's the one thing you ain't gonna never do. Everybody who I have as a real friend, they can't never even try to conjure up a lie to try to say, oh, I wasn't there for them. I wasn't a friend to them. That's what you're not finna do. So anyway, so all of a sudden, Tuesday morning, like an hour after I got off work, an hour and a half after I got home from work, he gonna say, I'm not fake, so sending good vibes to you. Enjoy. So I'm looking like, and I'm saying to myself, should I respond? Yeah, because it's like, what you're not going to do is try me. So I said, apparently I'm the fake friend. So it is what it is. You do the same. So I'm thinking that's going to be the end of the conversation. Like, you see what I'm giving you the same energy because you're really trying to come at me sideways. I ain't got time for it. I know what you're trying to do. You're not going to take me there. Bye. So he was like, never said that. They just sent another message. You said that. Send another message. So, okay, thanks. So now I'm like, okay, so since you wanna try me, you wanna play that game, I got you. Cool. So I said, you've said it without saying it, but that's fine. You are always welcome to your opinion, although it's wrong. Then he said, you're assuming I did? Because I didn't, but you're right. You're welcome to your opinion, assumption, although it's wrong. He killed me how when I say certain things, he will really say the exact same thing that I just said because he's deflecting. And I'm like, it makes me laugh. So then I said, I never assume anything. You were in the middle of messaging me and out of the blue decided to make a status saying something about having fake friends. Yeah, the subliminal messages / shots were geared toward the wrong person. But keep up the lies. So then he couldn't say nothing after that. Keep in mind, that was Tuesday. So finally, Wednesday, 24 hours later, he gonna send a message to me. No, definitely not true, but keep acting like you know everything. Then he sent another message. And you do assume you just did. Then he sent another message. See, I'm a friend, and you on. I gotta figure out how to say it because he types crazy. He said, "See, I'm a friend, and one you do believe sugar honey iced tea in your head when it's not at all true because you keep saying I lied, but all I did was be a friend. You, on the other hand, was talking to everybody, your friend at work, your ex." So when I saw that message, I said, you know what? I had to calm myself down because I'm like, oh. So when he bring up my friend at work, he's talking about my female friend that I told y'all that I paid for her ticket to go to the Soul Festival. And this was a birthday gift. To this day, he don't even know the dynamic that she and I shared. He don't know none of the stuff that's going on. That was a part of her birthday gift. He don't know nothing outside the fact that I paid for my own ticket and took myself down there. That's all he know. Anyway, and then the reason why he brought up my ex was because I posted a message. I posted something on social media, and I told y'all before that for some reason in the cloud, it's been showing stuff to myself. Oh, this many years ago, this happened on this many years ago, and this was from the cloud. This isn't from like Facebook, Instagram, and all these other places where it'll post like memories or whatever. So I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So there was some evil things that my ex would say to me through text messages. And to make sure that I knew that I should value myself more and to not accept foolishness like what he was giving and throwing to me all the time, there were certain messages that came directly from him that I was like, I'm going to screenshot this. The relationship over with, I'm going to screenshot this. And if I ever feel like a dummy again, I feel like I'm going to go down that road of being a dummy again, hopefully this will pop up so that I can be reminded. I don't need to go down this road no more. I deserve better, whatever, whatever. So anyway, it popped up and I was like, wow, okay. And as of late, I've been posting things that I know people who personally are going through toxic or in toxic relationships and they need to get out of them. I'm hoping at some point, some of them will get the hand and get to going. But one of them in particular, it's a very sad situation. They have been in toxic relationship after toxic relationship. And this one in particular, you're not finna sit up here and pull locks out of my head where I have bald spots in my head now, and you think I'm finna be here for you. You pull full-on locks out of my head and proceeded to argue with me and then call one of your relatives and said little keywords like, you know what to do. Like you finna put a hit out on me and we supposed to be in a relationship. We live in the same house. I got kids. You done lost your mind. You think I'm gonna go back to that? This person did. And I was just like, you asked for my help to see about certain things getting done legally, right? Because my sister has connections. And so I was like, well, if my sister can work or angle from where she works, then send me his information, whatever. Child, that's a whole nother situation. But I'm just saying, I know several people who need to get out of toxic relationships and situations that they in. And they should have been walked away a long time ago. I was dumb. I sat there for 10 years, and that was 10 years too long. Life wasted. Time wasted. I put all the money I put into him, child, please. I ain't even gonna go there. Just all the money I put into him, all the time, all the effort, all the love I gave. It was just too much. But anyway, I'm gonna get there. So when he said my friend and my ex, that's what he was talking about. I'm like, you acting like I'm See, this is how I know you having a problem, a slow moment. That was a message that I put up that happened years ago, meaning my relationship was still toxic. I was still in that toxic relationship, and that was a text message he sent me while I was at work going through. I'm recounting that moment. I'm not saying I'm at work today and he sent this to me and I feel some type of way. I'm telling you, back then, I'm in a whole relationship with this toxic person and they calling me all out my name, saying F you for no reason and all this other stuff because they were creating a situation so that they can make it seem like, oh, I'm so mad at her and then won't come home because they out with whatever side heifer that they was out with that particular day. It had gotten to a point where I already knew what was going on. He over here setting up the situation. And I'm saying to myself, I already know you cheating. Like he was so stupid that he would do stuff and I would know every single time, oh, he back cheating again. Oh, okay. If he did stop briefly, I would know that. And then when he would start back up, I would know that. And I got confirmation. When I tell y'all, it had gotten to a point where I would ask for confirmation to make sure I wasn't crazy because he would be lying to me. I ain't cheating. Lies. Every single time I thought he was cheating, he was. I got confirmation every time. So I'm just like, okay, it was just me being dumb staying in the situation. That was the issue. That was the main issue. I knew he was cheating on me. He wasn't showing any signs of changing. I was willing to forgive him. He cheated on me pretty much almost the entire 10 years I was with him. And I sat there like a dummy. So yeah, anyway, that's what that message was. So I'm saying to myself, are you slow? I'm not saying anything as if I'm talking to this man right now and he texting me and we going back and forth. Like we back together. Like you and your baby mama when y'all shouldn't have even had a relationship. Like we ain't finna get in there. But I'm just like, that was toxic and stupid for no reason. Like, anyway, so let me keep going. So when I saw the message, when did he send this? What day did he send this on? He sent it, yeah. So a few minutes after that, I said, yep, whatever you say, because I done got to a point, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with you, because you really trying to come at me sideways, and you acted slow in the same breath. I ain't got time. So then he was like, you would say that, but okay. I said, yep. And then he was like, I know you always been like that, G. And he's saying G isn't gangster because I tell people I'm a gangster, and he be trying to play me, calling me a lowercase G, and he made a point to put a lowercase G on it, trying to try me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. So anyway, he was like, I know you always been like that, G, even when you first came to see me and you acted like you knew me. Now, when I first met him in person, I went to where he was and we were outside in the open and all this other stuff. And I was like, he seemed all right or whatever, but I don't trust it. So, of course, I'm not finna invite you over to my place. Of course, I'm not finna go meet you nowhere and all of that. Like, I'm like, I need to be outside, 6 feet at least apart, all of that. So that's what he talking about. Like I told y'all before, he ain't got no car. He ain't got no his own place. He ain't got nothing. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So that's what that situation was when he told me when I first came to see him. So anyway, I was just like, yep. And he was like, typical. Don't be mad at me for the N words you mad at, shaking my head. I've been a friend. But whatever, Miss Perfect. So you gonna call me Miss Perfect and trying to come at me sideways in a way where you think that other men are involved, and that's the reason why I haven't been in your face and handing you money and rolling up. That's what's going on here, y'all. He mad because I'm not rolling up. He mad because I ain't wasting my gas to come sit in his face so that he can play in my face yet again and ask for money and ask for rides and all. No, I'm tired. So anyway, I said, I'm not mad at anyone, but thanks for proving my point. Y'all always do. Good day. And when I said that, that means that every single time a man decides to be mad at me because he's not getting his way or getting what he wants out of me, they'll result to trying to make it seem like I think I'm better than them or I act like I'm perfect and all this other little stuff. Trying to say little ignorant stuff that actually is not me. It's like, that's how I know you don't know me. You apparently are not my friend to even come at me sideways as if I'm a terrible friend or a terrible person in general. That's not me. So anyway, he gonna say, how I prove a point. Don't compare to y'all, he can't type. I'm not a part of your y'alls. And so I laughed. I sent a whole bunch of laughing emojis and I said, good day. So then here he come with something I can't stand. I've gotten to the point I can't stand it. He gonna say, explain how. Then he came behind that again. You can't, LOL. So you run. How you gonna try to come at me talking about I'm running away from anything when I full on approach you with situations and say, this is the situation. In the past, I really would say, okay, why are you saying this? And why is this the case? And what, like, I want to be effective when it comes to communication. So I will flat out ask you what I need to ask. Whatever I want to know from you, I'm going to ask you. So don't try to come at me like I'm not saying what I need to say and I'm not communicating effectively when I am. You're the one who's deflecting. Y'all, I don't know why the sun's setting it off like this. So the sun is doing a lot. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's going on here. He really trying to try me. So I said, killing myself laughing out loud, I'm not explaining anything else to you. Whenever I do, it's a waste. You already know the deal. Have a good one. So then here he come. Lordy, why are a lowercase g to the max? You so stuck on the part that you don't know who really cares about you in the future, even as a friend. Then he gonna say, I don't. Then he gonna say, and frankly, I don't care. Then he gonna say, if you don't, then he gonna say, you believe what the hell you want anyway. Then he gonna come back again and say, G. And I said, excellent. So for me, I be wanting to say sensational. I be wanting to say all kinds of ignorant stuff and be like Future and hope that somebody pick up on the reference, but I don't think he did. But I was like, excellent. I wanted to say sensational. I was like, no. I should have put the Future. I should have put him up there so that he can understand that I'm saying it as if I'm Future. Like, let me be toxic. Since you want to try to cut me sideways, I can be petty. Okay. But that's what I was trying to do. I'm just like, I'm going to laugh at this situation because you are deflecting so hard. You're doing everything but facing your demons. I done told you, you need to start running from your demons. That's why you stay stagnant. That's why nothing ever pop off for you. That's why you never get anything done in your life. But anyway, let me go ahead and continue on with the message. So then he going to come back and say, and compare all y'all ends to the one end. And I was like, LOL, yep, okay. So he was like, life, good vibes to you. It's whatever. Peace, love, and nappiness. I said, yep, always and forever. So then he gonna send some laughing emojis. And then he gonna say, people these days, yeah, whatever, LOL. Then he gonna come back and say, sad thing, last thing. I'm literally saying exactly what he said. Sad thing, last thing is I thought you was really cool, like one of the real ones, fun, goofy, watch anime. And I said, when you are ready to have a real conversation and face what you are running from, let me know. So he was like, but life gives you lemons. Child, what they got to do with anything? So then he gonna say, what am I running from? Ha, 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 ha. Then he gonna say, explain yourself. Then he gonna say, or explain what I think I'm running from. Then I said, I'm whatever you think I am, which is fake. So my real friends can continue to see the real me. So then he gonna say, smart woman who knows everything. Then he gonna say, boo, ha, ha, ha. You called yourself fake. Then he gonna say, not me. I said, I'm not explaining what I've explained or what you already know anymore. I'm done doing that, which I am. I'm not doing it. I'm not. When I tell y'all, this man used to be like, explain. Like every time I would say anything to him, he'd be like, explain what you mean, explain what you mean. So, you can roll back the messages, sir. I'm not finna keep telling you what I just said to you. Like, it be in messages, y'all. I done already said it. I'm like, I'm not saying it no more. Like, you're not finna stress me out. So then he was like, you assume I did. Like effing always. I said, no, you did. He was like, nah, you never did. I said, I don't claim to know everything. He said, you keep beating around the bush like I'm supposed to know what you make up. Then he was like, you do. Then he said, claim to know everything. Then he said, you're doing it now on some weird A code. And I said, I don't have to beat around the bush like you. If I have an issue with people nowadays, I tell them the issue and go from there. He said, because if I knew, I wouldn't be scared to say. You never told me, because I think I know. LOL, WTH, shaking my head. I got to say, some people just like to argue. It must be him, because I don't like to argue. That ain't never been a part of that ain't in my repertoire. I don't like that. I don't like arguing. I don't like foolishness. I don't like drama. What is we talking about? Arguing gets you nowhere. I want to be able to have a simple and civil conversation with a person and get my point across. It might get a little heated, but it shouldn't result in somebody yelling back and forth, calling each other out of y'all names. None of that. I've never seen the point in that. That is stupid to me. So then I told him, I don't have to create a post in the middle of sending messages to them just to say something about them that's not true, but you are clearly directing at them. So he was like, but I don't. All I did was be what you doing. Come see me. Then he said, honey. And then he said, the world is not about you. That post was not about you. It's the lies for me. So then he was like, no, then I said, I don't have to argue with anyone. There's no reason for that. He was like, get out your feelings for something that was not about you. I said, no. The world is not about me. I never said that it was. I'm not in my feelings. And he was like, my post was not about you. So that means you was. I said, yeah, sure it wasn't. Because that post was clearly about me. Because I'm not handing you no money and using up my gas. Oh, okay. So he gonna tell me yet again, this is something I can't stand, a man to tell me I'm in my feelings when I'm not. He was like, in your feelings for something that was not about you. if you want it to be so bad, literally, like it never make. I know the messages and stuff never make sense. Like I'm trying to make sense of it, but so that I can convey it to y'all because I'm reading it off, it don't ever make sense. It's like I can comprehend it a little bit, but it's like him typing it out never makes sense. He was like, literally, but you always do that. Assume. I said, I'm not. I simply addressed you directly when you came out of nowhere with that post. And I did. As soon as I saw that post, I got a notification. I was like, oh, so you stopped while we was in the middle of going back and forth talking to say, oh, you got fake buddies out there. Watch out for fake buddies. I'm like, and then say, oh, I ain't got no real friends. Oh, okay. All right, run me back all my money for everything. Not just the money that I loaned you that you said you was going to give me back. Run me all that money back for all the food that I gave, that I made from scratch. All the food that I went to the stores, that the places you wanted to go to, that I drove you to pay for, that I never told you you had to pay for. Run me back all the money that I rolled out gas doing stuff for you. Run me all that back. That should be like a good $1,000. How about that? Run me that. You ain't gonna do that. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So anyway, he was like, ask what the post meant before jumping. It literally was not about you. Whatever. No time to argue. All I was trying to do was be a friend. Asking me, what am I doing? Because you want to set me up for me to have to come pick you up and drive you around the city like gas ain't high, and to buy something for you and to hand you money was not being a friend. But go off though. I said, I really don't. You seem to want me to be like the trash women you associate with. I like to be effectively communicative. If I feel like something is off or I see someone moving weird, I address it right then and there. And then I was like, yeah, if you say so. He was like, you definitely didn't. But whatever you say is always whatever you say. I seen that when we first talked. So just keep going, love. Like I said, I just missed you and was trying to see what you was doing. I said, I now match energy, and you are mad about that. Which is true. I match energy now. People are really upset that I match the energy that they give off. So he was like, as a friend. And I was like, no, that's not it. He was like, but you're so in your feelings with other N words. I'm really not. Every single time these men have the audacity to think that another man is the reason why I'm matching energy, which is simply all that's happening. I'm not in my feelings. I am very happy. I am happy. I am thriving. I have healed. I am so good. That would be tripping me out. I'm like, where am I mad at? Where am I angry at? Like, y'all love to like, you're mad, you're angry, but I'm not though. So I was like, so he was like, but you're in your feelings with other N words. BS, cause you can't match my energy. TF, good try. Y'all, he loves to say he's all about good vibes and all this other stuff. Sir, you stay depressed for no reason. I don't understand how you depressed when you ain't got no bills. You have not a care in the world. Everybody else is carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. When you have no bills, you have nothing going on. Like, I don't understand how you have the audacity to say, woe is me, when you don't have the same responsibilities that the rest of us do. But go off though. So he gonna try me by saying that. I said, I'm not in my feelings. I deal with no one. You gave nothing, therefore I gave nothing. Yeah, the energy you gave was nothing. It was trash, so I'm going to give you the same energy back. He was like, yeah, good for you, love. That's your personal biz. Have nothing. What the hell you talking about now? Lord have mercy. LOL. Then he going to put in all capital letters. Moral of the effing story is I never stopped being a friend. I was trying to see you. No, you wanted to link up so that you could get money out of me and have me ride and drive my gas out, taking you places. That's not a friend. So anyway, I said, there is no now. It's been the same conversation. Then he gonna put in all capital letters, but you in your feelings for Lord knows what. I said, LOL again. That's a lie. And he was like, what was the convo? Sir, I'm not going back. I'm not going back in the stack. You can go and look up what was said because I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You already know what first of all, you already know the problems. You already know the issues, but you want to continue to deflect. That's not what I'm not finna do. I'm not playing these games with you. I'm not going back. I said what I said. I'm not saying nothing no more. So anyway, he was like, what was the convo? You can't even explain sugar honey iced tea. You beat around the bush. Literally, what was it? I said, you have the messages. I'm not repeating myself. And he gonna say, I don't. My point exactly. So please leave it alone and stop making up sugar honey iced tea or talk to me in my face as a grown woman. Sir, I'm not coming to you. You want me to leave my comfort in my place or wherever I am. I could be out and about somewhere, living my life. I should have went to the movies Tuesday and I wouldn't have even seen this foolishness until I got home. Like, anyway, yeah. So if you want me to do that so that you can see me in my face and try me in my face, and then you would have been mad because you would have gotten high vibrational me and not low vibrational you. That energy. Because I don't play that. Like, even when the side has to be trying me, I don't give her the energy that she's expecting to get from me 99% of the time. She tried me one day and I was having a bad day that day. And I was like, you know what? It's hot. You done left me up here all this time by myself. Didn't never say you left. What you're not finna do is this. And I went off. So anyway, that was the only time out of the 2 years I've been there that I had to go off because she tried me. Usually I don't let nobody get to me like that, but she be doing stuff. And I'm telling y'all, a situation is going to pop off and I'm going to come on here and I'm going to if I ever come on here and I have a bag of popcorn or something in my hand, y'all going to already know. Y'all better get, like, wait a minute, let me pause this. She finna say that the heifer got stomped out. Wait a minute. Go get all your beverages, your snacks, all that ready because I'm about to bring all of it to you to let y'all know what happened because she finally crossed the wrong one and somebody drug her all up and through the building, stomped out something. So anyway, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm almost done because I just wanted to make sure I relayed the receipts this time because last time I was on my phone and I didn't have any other device with me, so I couldn't, tell y'all what was being said, but I still conveyed everything that needed to be said. So anyway, I told him that I ain't got to make up anything. And he was like I have been. Well, why are you? If you don't. I was like, why am I what? He was like, making up sugar honey iced tea. I said, I don't have to make up anything. He was like, then why are you? If you don't, is what I'm asking y'all. It's so remedial. So I was like, why are you deflecting? Because that's actually all that has ever happened when you don't want to face the music. So y'all, he sent about 15 messages. He said, what the music? I told you I had to get life because I found out my daughter was mine. I told you this sugar honey iced tea beforehand. I even talked to you about it. I tell you everything. TF, I'm not scared to keep it real with a friend I love. People change on me like you did. So whatever believe, I'm reading it the way he put it. So whatever believe, what you want to feel, how you want to, all I was trying to do is see you. And then he gonna put friend in all capital letters. Like they were supposed to do something. So then I said to him, wait a minute, I went too far that quick. I responded and said, you literally don't, which is fine. Nobody has to tell me everything. I found out about the last 7 months of your life on my own without trying. So again, you don't tell me everything. Like I literally found out that he had a baby and that he was with this heifer. Neither of which he ever told me out of his own mouth. I found out all that by myself. He just mentioned the daughter less than a week ago. Sir, I knew about her for 7 months. And so I said to myself, since you want to play dumb, I'm going to play dumb right along with you. Oh, okay. Like, I ain't got time for it. So then here he come. I did tell you, and that don't even make sense. LOL, how you find out something without telling me? Ha, ha, ha. Listen, if you really want to talk, stop speaking in code. How am I speaking in code? Anyway, he was like, listen, if you really want to talk, stop speaking in code and really talk to me because mamas, you don't know sugar honey iced tea. But if you want to talk, come on, let's talk. When you free, G or you scared. I'm not meeting up with you. I'm not meeting up with you anytime soon. Let me put it like that, because I'm gonna say I ain't gonna do something, then it might happen. I might link up with him at some point in time to like put it to bed, but I don't know, because you're not about to drain me. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, you're not about to ruin and throw off the energy that I have going on. I don't have time for it. So I said randomly, just like I always do, meaning how I found out about all that stuff. Because he trying to make it seem like, well, how did you find out about anything? I told you. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me nothing. I said, not you trying to tell me to stop speaking in code when you are the only one of us doing that. And I laughed. And then I said, I already told you that I'm ready to listen when you are ready to be real about everything and face the music. So far, all you do is blame everyone else for your shortcomings instead of doing something that would change the narrative for the better. Child, he gonna say, how am I blaming everyone? What the hell? I literally said I had to get life. I'm reading exactly what he put. He said, I literally said I had to get life when I found out my daughter was mine. TF, and I told you about her, literally. Don't hate me because you forgot. Sir, why would I forget that one of my friends has a child? Why? How can I forget if somebody is my friend? How can I forget that there is a literal baby? Who can forget that somebody has a child? This child looks, oh, I wish y'all could see him. The child looks exactly like him. Don't nobody in his family look like him. There was no way for anybody to deny that baby. No way. I don't know who he looked like or whatever, but that baby, that little girl looks, I'm talking about she got his eye. If y'all saw what he looked like, y'all be like, the baby look like him? Yes. That child, so from the time the baby came out, that baby looks exactly like him. There's no denying. So if the baby was in her womb and she was like, well, it ain't your baby, no way, da 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 da. You wasn't telling me none of this. I ain't even know no heifer was pregnant by you. I ain't know nobody was pregnant by you. So, or possibly pregnant by you. You never said that as a possibility, which means you would have known something and said something to me about that if you were a real friend before the end of 2021, but you didn't. All of a sudden, he just started posting, and y'all, it's the most random way I even found out. He wasn't even putting it on one of his things. He wasn't putting it on Instagram. He has never put the daughter on Instagram. He's only put her on Facebook. And we just became friends on Facebook, like right before he started posting pictures of this child. So one day, something told me, I said, I don't know what it is. Something be telling me, like, something told me, go to his page. I don't know why. It'd be the most random. Some said, go to his page. I'd be doggone over here just literally posted the first ever picture of his daughter. And I was like, where this baby come from? Like, this is fresh out the cooch. What is going on? What is going on? Y'all, I was done. I was like, what we not finna do with this? You ain't said a word to me. All you said was, oh, I have such amazing, my life has changed for the better. Da, 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 da. So when he put that up on there, that was the only thing he put up there. It was subliminal then. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I have a baby. Whatever. Why even put that out there instead of just introducing everybody to the baby? But since he put that out there, I messaged him personally and I was like, okay, what's the good news? He was like, oh, I'm going to tell you the next time I see you. Saw him several times since that happened. Never said a word about it. But you going to try to tell me, oh, well, you forgot. I didn't forget about no baby. Anyway, y'all. So I said, sir, you told me nothing, which is true. I found out without you telling me that you had another child. I found out without you telling me that you were in a relationship with her mother. Your actions told me that something was going on, but I didn't know for sure until I randomly found out about those things, not from you telling me. So he was like, wrong, my girl, I was not in a relationship. Ha 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 ha. Y'all, I could go right now to the profile. I can go right now to his profile because he don't delete stuff. I can go right now to his profile and he'll post something up there and be like, oh, when you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to fight for them and they should be able to show you love and all this other stuff. And like he was putting all their business out there and she would reply right up under it. And I'm like, But y'all went in a relationship? Oh, okay. Like, y'all making TikToks together as a family and some more. Oh, okay. Y'all ain't in a relationship. Oh, okay. Like, child, it's the lines for me. I really can't. So I was like, there's nothing to forget when you didn't tell me anything until after I'd already known for months on end, which he literally just said something about it this month. The child is 7 months, y'all. At least 7 months old. You ain't never brought this child up a day in life ever to me until this back and forth happened like a week ago. And I had already told you there were things that I wasn't going to address. And then when you brought it up, I said that was one of the many things that I said I wasn't even going to bring up and address, because since you want to play that role, I'm going to play them games too. Let's play these games together. Let's do that. So anyway, he was like, yes, I told you about it, not knowing if she was mine or not. No, you did not. And then he was like, yeah, that's what you claim now. He was like, he said, BS'er. I don't know where he get that from. He was like, no, you just forgot or don't want to listen to when I'm talking to you. That's all. I understand. You only hear what you want. That's a lie. Anybody who's ever told me that they had a child on the way, was pregnant, whether it was a dude or woman or whatever, I knew about the pregnancy. I knew about the possibility of a child that was the man's child, all of that. This man never said nothing about no baby. He only talked about a son that he can probably count on one hand has ever seen in his life that don't live in this. He don't live here. He live in the DMV, but he don't live in this state at all. He don't pay no child support for this child. Every time you look up, he'll repost something that the mama done put up. And I'm like, sir, it has to stop. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, the last time we spoke on Facebook, which was this month, like I just said, I said, you never said anything about the possibility of a child being created ever. And I said, so stop deflecting. He was like, BS, but whatever, and laughed. Sir, I am not dumb. I am not crazy. I am not crazy. You ain't never said nothing about a child. You're not finna try to play me like that. Like, that's what we not finna do. So I was like, you want me to be one of those trifling women so bad, but that's not even in my character. And so he was like, I don't care no more. You always gonna think what you want. And then he was like, no, exactly. And I was like, I know. That's the issue. One of the many. He was like, here you go, make it up, sugar, honey, iced tea. Overthinking, whatever. Keep your vibe, your energy. All I was trying to do was see you, but you pissed at the world. You can't even understand that. Thank God I'm humble. Y'all don't even understand how hard I cackled when I saw that last part. Humble where? So we about to be at the end, y'all. I know it was long. But yeah, so I was like, whenever you actually want to come forward with the truth and acknowledge the other issues, feel free. You know what they are, and I'm not explaining anything, as I've done that too much already. So he was like, I really don't, ha ha ha. But of course, you're not going to get it, and laughed again. I said, I love it when men deflect and create a lie instead of addressing them. Instead of addressing their demons. And he was like, ha ha ha, here we go. And that's all he can do is laugh. All he can do is laugh instead of actually saying what's actually going on. Like, you have all these issues going on. You want to run from them instead of addressing stuff. I don't have time for it. That's why I don't want to have no dealings with you. I might actually have to leave this person in the dust and never talk to them again. And it's like, part of me, it's hard to do. It's hard for me to even imagine doing that. But the way he's trying me now, it's like, it's obvious that you in your feelings because I'm not handing you no money. You in your feelings because I'm not in my car riding my gas out. You enjoying this good AC and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not finna be handing no more money to you. I'm not finna be buying all these meals. I'm not finna be making no meals from scratch because I knew that you weren't gonna be getting, like, I'm thinking of others before myself. I made full-on meals that I ain't even really want no parts of because I'm trying to do the alkaline thing. I'm making this stuff and using up all my good Tupperware, packing the stuff up. I'm talking about making drinks from scratch and some. I didn't did the most, y'all. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. And he ate all of it. So I'm making stuff from scratch and I sent over to you because I know you ain't got no food. Your relatives like, excuse me, this is a spread. Where I was at? Like, it's supposed to be for you. Like, I ain't do this for everybody else. You supposed to be my friend, whatever. So I'm trying to make sure you good. You know, it is what it is. They had their own stuff going on. I didn't know what was going on with them. I just knew, I was like, well, let me make sure my friend all right, whatever. I'm going out of my way buying food for you, but you want to make it seem like I'm a bad friend. Okay, since I'm a bad friend, what we doing? We friends or not? Like, are you gonna actually come to me and talk to me like an adult and stop deflecting or what? Anyway, y'all, that's the end of it. I'll be back with this recap review for Tyler Perry Sisters. Bye.